Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning. The 2K Sport. For another edition. Of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Here matched up against the Golden State Warriors is how they're going to tip off the new season. Last year they defeated them in the NBA Finals, winning in 6 and celebrating a championship trophy.
And this is a rematch from the NBA Finals a season ago. They came up a little short, looking for some redemption tonight.
I agree with you. They're hoping to be the ones hoisting the trophy this season, Greg. Tonight provides an opportunity to make a statement.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. And it's Ezeli in at the 5. Back to LeBron. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
Back to Irving. It's stolen by Green. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors on D. It's a pick by Love. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Thompson. Moving it up. Ezeli kicks to Thompson. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Outside Irving. In the corner, it's James. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. 2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership as well as the fans, but you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home.
Yes.
He's home. Now here's Curry. Kicks it to Ezeli. Here's Thompson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you. And, you know, for LeBron, he knew he had his work cut out for him in Cleveland. A younger team unseasoned in the playoffs. They had to remake the roster a bit and gain that experience.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Smith dishes to Irving. The feed to Smith. The tray. And that's good. Kyrie Irving for three. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And LeBron and the Cavs, I think they'll have a chance to bring that long-awaited championship to the city of Cleveland. But LeBron's return was bigger than basketball. He said it was about hope and inspiring his home state. And no doubt that was accomplished in his first year.
And that one's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. LeBron's got his third basket of the night right there. And Curry, here we go. And that one's good.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Irving kicks to James. Back to Irving. The Warriors pull it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Iguodala. Outside for Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's now 7 points for Steph Curry.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Noah. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. Ibaka comes in for Draymond Green. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
The shot's good from Love.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch 4, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Livingston. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Livingston. From 18 feet away, Love grabs the board. As Greg was talking about, Clark, back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Hornets. No good from Spates. Cavaliers trailing. Irving passes to Smith. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Livingston kicks to Ibaka. Inside. Looking to end the run. Curry. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Look at that. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'll tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Timeout called, Cleveland. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark fourth back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for James. Shumpert comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Curry dishes to Thompson. Gets a very good look and converts. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
It's a pick by Love. Iguodala against Jefferson. Iguodala kicks to Curry. He gets it up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Warriors ahead. They're up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Again, Curry missing. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Out to Shumpert. Pass to Love. Back to Shumpert. Inside. Here's Mozgov. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And Curry, here we go. Green, the pass to Iguodala. Azili kicks to Curry. Steps back and fires. And the shot is long. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Here's Iguodala. Following the basket by Kevin Love.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Mozgov. LeBron comes in for Richard Jefferson. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. and Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now here's James. 10 points for him. Smith kicks to LeBron. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
It's taken away by Smith. Love kicks to Smith. The pass to Noah. The dish to Irving. Stolen by Thompson. Outside, Green. Tipped away. Feeds to Livingston. Back to Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Good. And it's a 6-point Cleveland lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover. And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. Timeout called the Cavaliers. And here's a little-known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Fry's checked in. Outside Irving. He dishes it to Fry. 6 on the shot clock. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Baca comes in for Green. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And here's Frye for 3. They get it back.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, standing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
That's his first personal foul. At the line.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want. But then he also has Tremendous passing skills and instincts, and the energy of a mountain lion.
And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night. And James throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is got down to 9 in the bucket from Stephen Curry.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Curry following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Back to Thompson. Outside Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for the Warriors. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. Irving against Curry. It's stolen by Ibaka. On up the court. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Irving kicks it to Noah. It's LeBron with the drive. And it's good.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark. And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
What marksman? Their backcourt has set the tone for their whole squad.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Well, talking about the strength of LeBron now, we saw Michael Jordan do this too. It didn't. They paid a lot of attention to the body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Smith kicks to Irving. It's stolen by Ibaka. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Curry dishes to Thompson. Passes it to Ezeli. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. The shot by Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it.
And so we conclude the first half. Cavaliers lead by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 17 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
And now the third quarter about to get going. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
I'll tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. Ezeli is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Curry in at the one. And Green gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
That's good. 10 points for J.R. Smith. Curry kicks to Green. Passes it to Ezeli. Golden State moving it around. Out to Thompson. Pass to Ezeli. To the inside. Green. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. That's called on Channing Frye. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though, and I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Thompson with the bucket.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And, Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out in transition.
That's his first personal foul.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet. And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
LeBron against Thompson. LeBron kicks to Frye. And it's off the back rim, no good. Warriors trail by 8. Curry outside. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got his third assist on the night. Dishes to Noah. Irving up top. The rebound by Ezeli.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry.
You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Well, Greg, for Thompson, a hard-working defender. You were talking about it. You know, do you think Clark, his offensive style, frees him up to put more energy into defense?
Well, you know, it could be. I mean, he's extremely smooth. He's uber smooth in how he operates. He doesn't have to drive the lane and absorb a lot of contact to get his shot off, and he's quick and efficient with his offense. So that does leave him more energy for the defensive end.
Green kicks to Livingston. Green with the ball. He's against Frye. And it's Green missing.
but only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Warriors trailed by 5. Thompson outside. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Now the feed to Thompson. To the middle. Here's space. And the rejection by Love. Smith kicks to LeBron. Drops in the layup for 2. James has got 19 points.
How about the hands on display there around the basket? I mean, he does not let those opportunities slip away, and that allows the lead to grow.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. Cleveland leading by 7. The drive by...
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
All going up court. And he gets the bucket. And now an 11-point Cavalier lead. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, he just like every other coach can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside, and boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there, so you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for James. Shumpert comes in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Kicks it out to Iguodala. But they recover it. Outside, Green. Bangs home the trifecta. Green's got 9.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
High in the post, guarded by Green. Jefferson passing to Love. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fry. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Curry's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 8. You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
He kicks it to Ibaka. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Golden State.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Dellavedova kicks to Fry. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Ibaka, vicious to Curry. Iguodala, the pass to Thompson. On the wing, Green. And he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got 10 points in the quarter.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
No good from Fry. Warriors trailed by 6. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Dellavedova kicks to Fry. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Ezeli's checked in for the Warriors. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Curry. Love. Can't get it to go. And Golden State will come the other way. Here's Ibaka. Kicks to Curry. Golden State moving it around.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
And another miss by Cleveland. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Barnes. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that right.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
Curry dishes to Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
It'll count. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Channing Frye out there with Jefferson. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Love in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Curry, here we go. Ezeli can't get it to go.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
On its way from Curry for 2. That's short off the rim.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one. Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
He feeds it to Barnes. And Jefferson sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Clock at 6. Here's Ibaka. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. And the basket by Curry.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Cleveland's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. For 3, Smith. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And, you know, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically. 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gift, watch out. Watch out.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. But they recover it. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And as a coach, that's the kind of turnover that drives you nuts.
And, Greg, there's no reason for that turnover to happen. It's just inexcusable.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. It's Thompson off the drive. Kerr. Ezeli can't get it to go.
And a footnote to Ezeli. One of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Ezeli's broad perspective on world trade, globalization. And I tell you what, if Ezeli keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. They need this one. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Fry's checked in. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
LeBron passes to Irving. The kick out to LeBron. From past the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
Here's Noah. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Iguodala dishes to Ezeli. Kicks it out to Iguodala. And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul.
You know, talking about the effect LeBron had on Kyrie last year, they looked fantastic working together, but the stat sheet also bared that out. Kyrie hit over 40% of his threes for the first time in his career, and he posted the lowest turnover rate of his career, too.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. He's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Love's checked in for Cleveland. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. LeBron kicks to Irving. J.R. Smith on the wing. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Green kicks to Ezeli. Outside Curry. To the paint. James again. Iguodala. Here's Green. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. 13 points for Draymond Green.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Irving kicks to James. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. Noah kicks to Irving. No one near James as he lets it go. That one wide left. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Curry.
That's an 8-second violation. Substitution for the Warriors.
11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the trifecta. Here's Barnes. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Harrison Barnes.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure strength.
Oh, we could feel that one all the way over here.
And you could see it, that first step was so decisive, aggressive move to attack the rim.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
I get it 365, 12 months, 24. I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live. How we live. How we live. left.